What's going on, FG fam? It is episode number 34 of the Miami Marlins franchise, and we are pushing even further towards the playoffs here as we have a couple of critical situations in this episode. We also take on a big game against the Washington Nationals, who are a big-time contender in our division. We also take a look at a player lock in Double-A as well. Let's see what we can do in this episode, guys. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, which is exactly what we provide here. In the description below is a link to the Discord if you want to hang out outside of YouTube. Also, Twitch if you want to go over and catch me live sometime during the week. Anytime between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern is when I go live. I'm usually live for a few hours, so if you guys want to see me at some point, make sure you go drop a follow over there, put the notifications on. Also, there are handles to all the other social accounts in the bottom of the description: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, if you want to go ahead and follow over there, where I post sporadically, but I do post, so if you want to see anything that is going on, keep up with the community, I appreciate it. Without further ado, let's check out this episode, and don't go anywhere. And beginning today's episode against the San Diego Padres, this time we're going to go into a critical situation in which the Padres hold a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the ninth inning, a chance for us to potentially walk it off or take it to extras. It's Kyle Seager, and he gets a hit out into right center field to put runners on the corners in the bottom of this frame. And then Francisco Mejia with a grounder to second. Double play ball will end the game. Padres get the win here at South Beach Park. And it is Yu Darvish again who we had to go up against this time. Sandy Alcantara going to take the L, and Keone Kela getting the 34th save of his season. Marlins scored 4 in the last 2 innings before the ninth just to get into that situation. They were getting blown out for a good little bit there. And the series at a game apiece, we get another critical situation in the bottom of the ninth with 1 away, but we don't go into that one. The Padres end up taking the series 2-3, so they come over to South Beach Park and do what we did at Petco, taking 2 out of 3. Going up against the Mets, we get a sweep against the Mets with no critical situations involved, and then into a series against the Nationals, who are scratching and clawing trying to make the postseason this year. They beat the doors off of us in game 1 of the set, and then in game 2 they do it again, a 6-1 win there. 10-2, 6-1. It's a combined score of 16-3 in the series as we go to Nationals Park here to try to avoid the sweep. We've got 84 wins on the season. Got to go up against Juan Soto and this tough Washington National team. Sonny Gray takes the mound for them. He's 8-10 for the season, 3.45 ERA with a 1.19 whip. He's got 135 strikeouts, so he's been pretty good this season. Not exactly amazing, but at least pretty good. And there is Mike Trout in the top of the first inning. He does this every time. 2 outs, 1 on this time, and it is gone. Mike Trout hitting his 34th home run of the season, killing it for the Marlins down the stretch here and really providing the runs necessary to give the Marlins these early leads. He's excelling at hitting first inning home runs down this stretch. Here's Lucas Giolito, who will be the starting pitcher for the Marlins today. 3.19 ERA, 14-4 record, 200 strikeouts on his season. Excuse me, that was a solo shot for Mike Trout. There's a strikeout on Robles, and now Sean Murphy up in the top of the second, and he ropes one out. So there we go with 2 away. Sean Murphy, one of the newer Marlins, getting a home run. 11 on his season, 425 feet out to left field. Nice pool ball hitter right there. And he'll extend that lead out to 2-zip with another solo shot here for the Marlins. So we'll see if they can hold on to this lead in the ball game. Josh Bell up here in the bottom of the second against Giolito, and he hits one hard. That one's not coming back into the ballpark. Goodbye. Into the third row, and Josh Bell with his 28th home run of the season, the former Pirate, 399 feet to cut this lead in half. Juan Soto gets a single into center here in this bottom of the third. No throw to the plate. It ends up tying the ball game at 2. Go to the top of the 6th. Gleyber Torres lays this one into left field. That one will get down and all the way to the wall. Gleyber Torres will get to second with a double, and a run will come home for the lead for the Marlins once again. 3-2 lead, and Ryan Mueller, 11 of 13 on his save opportunities. He's going to try to get his 12th save of the year, and that is a great curveball to strike out Duvall for the first out of the bottom of the 9th. Can he keep it going? Josh Bell, he's been dangerous today, getting a chopper, and look at Baez trying to make this play, but he's not going to get the throw in time. Josh Bell making it to first with a base hit. Here's Miguel Andujar down the first baseline. Double play opportunity to end the game, and it is completed. Marlins get the win 3-2 on the road in Washington to avoid a sweep. That is very important to take down your division rivals in situations like this. And no scores since the 6th inning in this game. 3-2. Mueller gets his 12th save of the year. Giolito gets player of the game and the win. 7 strong innings, 2 earned runs. Sonny Gray takes the L. He went 6 innings with 3 earned runs. All earned runs from the starting pitchers today as Murphy and Trout hit home runs. Gleyber Torres 1 away from 100 ribbies on the season. Giolito improves to 15-4. He is pitching really, really well this season. Sonny Gray drops to 8-11. And then we move to Bayfront Park, where the Pensacola Blue Wahoos take on the Biloxi Shuckers. Now, the Shuckers won the first half here in Double-A, and the Blue Wahoos are about like 5 or 6 games back at this point of the division lead. Riley Thompson taking the mound for them, 7-6 with a 3.25 ERA and a 1.35 whip. Get a chance to see what he can do in this setting, but we are going to player lock Jesus Sanchez, who in the bottom of the first with 2 away, hits one deep out to left field, but not deep enough for the out. Then in the top of the second, out in the field is Jesus Sanchez. Here's a hit out to right field all the way over, and a nice rangy play there for Jesus Sanchez for the first out there. Now to the bottom of the 4th inning. He is up with nobody on. A chance to lead off the bottom of the 4th with a hit, and instead is a fly ball out to left field taken care of for out number 1 of that inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th and a 5-2 game in favor of Biloxi right now. Jesus Sanchez gets a single into right field and puts himself on base. So good hit for Jesus, but nothing doing on the hitters after him. Here's Jesus out in right field. This one's ranging back, and it is gone. No shot to make a play and bring that one back in the ballpark. Chad Spanberger with his 6th homer of the season, and he increases this Biloxi Shuckers lead here against our Blue Wahoos. And it's looking like it could be an impossible comeback here. 6-2. Doesn't look good. Here's Sanchez. Can he make a play on this one? No, not even a chance. Another one that is gone. A 2-run shot for Stuart Romero. So to the bottom of the 9th we go. I guess a last-ditch effort here, and Sanchez gets way under the high 2-seam fastball. And there he goes down. So Sanchez going 1 for 4 on the day. Actually makes the notable players for Pensacola. Stuart Romero is the player of the game. He hit 2 bombs, 4 RBIs. Guy actually played really, really well. Steven Sykes had an RBI triple. Just absolutely shucked us. I mean, if that's what you want to say. Then we're looking at the stats here, and Michael Conforto finally gets to 20 home runs on the season. Bobby Bradley up at 20 home runs as well. Look at this, man. We have 7 players at 20-plus home runs, and we can definitely hit the long ball. Can we get the timely hits necessary to win games in the postseason? That we're going to have to find out. A lot of these games, if you notice, are won with a lot of solo home runs. Mike Trout's been hitting a lot of solo home runs down the stretch. Murphy hit a solo shot in this past game here today in this episode. So we need to string together some hits to win some playoff games. You can't just win them all with the long ball. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Let me know if you have any predictions. Obviously, it is very, very close to us potentially being a surefire playoff team. So what players have you been surprised with so far this season? What players have you been disappointed with? That's something I want to hear as well in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts on this squad, any potential predictions you may have for the rest of the season. I think we have maybe 1 or 2 more regular season episodes to go before we do hit the postseason. Obviously, we won't have to stop the minor league playoffs because, as you'll see in the standings coming up, it doesn't look like we're going to make those. But the 87-win Marlins are well on their way to the postseason, 4 games ahead of the Mets for the division lead. And honestly, the Mets are in the lead for the wild card. So pretty much no chance of us really. It would take a monumental collapse. Look, the Mets are in the lead of the wild card there. They're in that wild card by at least 6 games, so that means we're in it by at least 10. So we would really have to mess everything up in order to be out of it. But look at the A's and the Astros tied for the AL West lead, and the wild card is looking, well, for lack of a better word, wild. The A's, the Astros, the Orioles, the Yankees, and the Red Sox, even the Angels could make some sort of move here in the final month of the season. So we will be looking at some CPU gameplay in the next episode, looking at some of these other matchups for teams that can actually make it. That's why I'm rerunning the standing screen. Any predictions you might have on the rest of the season for who makes the playoffs, you can let me know. Let me see if you guys can somewhat come up with a playoff bracket in the comments section below and tell me who's going to win. Any comments you guys have definitely always helps the channel. Engagements are engagements. That's why I always ask you to like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, because that is what we do here. Discord and Twitch links are in the description below if you are interested in that and hanging out outside of just YouTube. Also, the handles to all the other socials, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, are all the way on the bottom of the description. So I'd love to see you guys on all those platforms as well. If you guys did enjoy the episode, again, hit that like button. I will see you guys next time. If you want to see some more franchise, make sure you click right here to see some more franchise. I feel you,